I like my feet on more than anything. But the first thing I try to do is think, you know, if I'm fighting someone in this situation, right? I want to cover something. So maybe the guy goes to hit me. Right? We all know these maneuvers, these simple basics. He throws, but that's him. Right? These are the haymaker defenses. But you got to keep something. You got to keep their head or you got to keep their arm, because otherwise this is going to be a pretty relentless onslaught, right? Yeah. So he throws the first one. Ugh. Most important, look, my hips got to move, man. My hips got to move a ton. I get out from underneath this guy and I start holding onto his head. Or holding onto his arm, but one way or another I'm keeping him down. Guess what he's going to do? He's going to start punching me with this other hand. Okay? So this becomes one of those times where you know that your arm is longer than his forearm, so you're not going to get killed as long as you just keep your eyes on the simple target of the bicep. But you don't want to give him the idea that that's what you're doing, because it'll make him shift positions. Right? You want to more tuck yourself in, defend yourself, and look for the opportunity. Right? Easy opportunities. So you're looking just, ah, shit, I'm in a bit of trouble. I'm in a bit of trouble. Now I got to catch. Okay? Other potential opportunities. Same situation. What if this guy has a different position? Like maybe he grabbed my head. People definitely do that. Right? In counter to me grabbing his head. And he goes through the exact same process. Right? Because that guy's energy of going up every time. I just got done blocking a shot. Now he goes up. It's an easy opportunity. So it's just a timing thing. It is not a technique. It's just a timing issue, right? So now, the thing I think you liked a lot the other day was more like follow-up from triangle and follow-up from armbar, right? Right. So the thing is, they both work in counter with each other, right? People defend armbars by stacking them, and people defend triangles by posturing out of them, and that's why they work in conjunction with each other. So if I start with the triangle, same situation, right? It doesn't matter. I block that initial punch. And this guy goes and starts hitting me. And all of a sudden, I pummel his arm down, and I jump up. The first thing this guy's going to do is rocket his head to the ceiling. That's my opportunity. Right? As soon as he goes and lifts me up, it's easy for me to hook him up. Right? Because he wanted to go up. And now I don't need to. I can keep my legs if I want. I don't need to. I can just hold my shin. But it's easy. Right? Now he's easy.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And get into a dominant position. Right? So this same position we came up to the other time, we did all of our basic finishes, right? You come up here. This is obviously dominant. There's an armbar from there. There's a re-triangle from there. There's, you know, there's.
What do you tell me something about go like on his under his leg or something? Is
that what I did when I reversed
balance?
Yeah, when I reversed him in the first place.
Oh, but then you don't need to keep
you were on that side.
I'm just keeping my angle. Doesn't make any difference. All that matters is that I'm stopping him. This is actually, sorry, Petey, man. This is eliminating a lot of his ability to bridge. This. He can't bridge too well because of that, right? But even if he could bridge, I mean, I got a lot of fucking base here. So all we're doing is getting to a great position. A wrestler had you in a bad position. Now you're in, this is pretty good. You know, you should be winning from here. Hit him, armbar him, do all the stuff you want to do, right? So that's one way to use it, right? If I triangle him, he's going to posture, so I'm going to use it, right?
And then roll him if he postures.
Yeah, which he will. Or fucking triangle him. If he squats down, sips that fucker up, right? And when he wants to go up,
armbar him.
You're always ready to go, well, you're always ready to go for that leg. Is my point. You're always ready for the reversal. Because people, they're slippery, they're strong, they're gonna get out maybe. You know what I mean? So even if you've got, sometimes fuck dude, I don't have a great triangle. So sometimes I get people to fuck in a triangle and they're not choking. So they start getting strong and reaching for the ceiling, and so well fuck it, I gotta grab shit. As soon as he wants to start going up, this is just keeping me from getting killed when he lifts me up like fucking Rampage lifted up Arona, right? You know what I mean? This is just trying to not die. But it also works real well with momentum, right? It allows me to get dominant positions. Okay, so that's using the triangle reaction. Now we're going to use the armbar reaction, which is a stack. So we're going to do the same thing. Fuck. Ooh, right quarter cup. Woo! That was well placed, sir. Okay. Oh, fuck.
Soprano now.
So he's doing the same thing, right? And I my initial reaction, just cover or control or whatever, right?
Okay.
He's going to go to hitting me again. Defense. Defense. My hips are on. My hips are out. So all of a sudden, I use my opportunity. Got my armbar. What's he going to do? We know he's going to come running up to stack. So I was ready. Right? I can't wait till he gets up on my head and puts his knee by my ear, because then I can't move. It was, let's just walk right back out of that. same action, right? It was, I know he's gonna go stack me, so I'm ready, I'm waiting for it so I can push his stack off of me, above me, right? So same thing, I get control. I'm out to the side or whatever, who cares, right? And he's going to hit me. And I use it in his action. Boom. He's gonna come up now. There, I'm ready. Downward facing armbar is still available.
So, but then he can roll over?
Well, I can roll him over if I want.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Right? So I'm going to keep control of the legs. These are all going to be my choices. And we're going into basically the same exact position. There isn't any difference between this position-wise than there was between the triangle hold. So all I'm doing is just sticking with like the most basic and fundamental of movements and saying timing-wise, you can just alter your timing on the same most basic movement in the world and be good at it. You know what I mean? Okay, guy's going to hit me. Oh, shit. I moved my hips. That was key, right?
Right.
Now I got some sort of trap on his arm, to some degree. It doesn't matter which one I've got. He goes to hit me. I don't like it, so I use it. I know he's coming, so watch. Get over here and watch my hands. Go back. Right from that moment I caught him. This is an armbar. He's dead. He knows it. So he's going to come running this way. So I just grab it as it's coming.
You push his hip?
Yeah, right past me. Further than he wanted. I just overstacked myself. I somersaulted off, right? So I got my hand here. I can still attack. But if he comes up trying to get over me, right? Look, I got that leg. Boom, I just roll him right up. No difference. I'm still in good balance. Notice the similarity in the posture.
Yeah.
Not much different about this, right? This is just a mount. You know? As the triangle was, this was the same exact thing. Nothing different about that. It's just a mounted-ish position where I can punch.
Right.
Right? Or attack with a submission.
Okay, cool.
So, time your armbar. Right? I mean, I think one of the biggest differences between like submission, grappling, and fighting is timing. Because there's going to be a punch. So you got to cue it off of something.
Because sometimes I realize that I'm better grappler sometimes. That once I start getting punches, I start making a lot of silly mistakes.
Everybody does that.
You know?
Everybody does that, and it's all timing based. Because let's just say I'm just rolling with PD nicely. You know what I mean? And I start to spread him out, and he postures back up, and I spread him out, and he postures back up, and I scoot, and he comes at me. This is all fine. Because I'm not dealing with any of the positions that he might have hit me in those. Right? Comes back here. This position alone, he's going to fucking punch me. Don't like it. That's going to suck, right? So first thing immediately I'm going to do shitty is run. And now he's going to double leg my legs and easily pass me, and now I get in worse positions. And that's exactly how wrestler-puncher fight works. You know what I mean? Punch, make him stretch out, flatten, punch, relentless attack. It's a beautiful strategy. It's awesome. Right? So if you want to play the lesser wrestler, you got to play the guy that can control. I mean, this is something Ivan does great. I remember one of the first training partners I went with, I felt like I was punching rubber when I tried to ground and pound him. You get on top of him, you're kind of like, you like work so hard for like one punch or something. You know what I mean? And that's the type of way you want someone to feel when they're on top of you, is like, motherfucker, like I think I barely hit that guy out of like a lot of energy. You know what I mean? So the goal behind that is timing. He's going, oh shit, that guy's gonna hit me. Cover that, hold it. Now it's a war to get this fucking thing back out to hit this guy again. And you can maybe rough him up. No, I don't like that. Look, that's a dead arm hold, right? As opposed to, you know, now he's working. He yanks this arm back out again.
That shin and hip control is imperative.
This is,
Because that is your distance between you getting a sub and you getting punched.
Yeah, I guess I probably should be mentioning the shit out of that, because I think I do it maybe more naturally than say it. You're right,
I mean,
good point.
Your upper body control is good.
But you're noticing
that right there, you controlling his hip distance.
Yes.
That is
huge.
important.
It's critical, and it's what is allowing me to go right into submissions whenever I want to, because my legs are ready. You're right about that, and that's something that we all work today. I've seen a bunch of them back in the day, is that type of guard. And there's a reason why that's there. So we get in this type of position, right? Maybe there are, like, you know, in jiu-jitsu or pure grappling, it's safer to be in other types. I mean, shit, I see people do goddamn body triangles from the bottom of that. Cool. Not in fight. Pretty bad plan.
I know.
You know? But here...
I did it once.
Yeah.
With Marquardt.
Yeah.
And that didn't do very
That was kind of pointless.
It just stagnated the game. So.
It's all it's going to do. Slow it down a little bit and lose you some points, pretty much, you know? But so...
I really like this grip right here that he's doing too, because
I am doing it. Since he taught me, that's the one grip I'm doing.
This one is more threatening to me.
Yeah, he's worried about it.
I have to get this out, but this one's like, not that worried.
Yeah, not a big deal.
Yeah.
And it's an easy one to transition from.
So you can bait him with that, huh?
I do it all the time. It's probably one of the best arm bars I hit. Is that I just let them. People seem to like to rest on this side of my hip, and I don't know why. I
Comfort zone.
Yeah, they seem to rest over here, especially when they're wanting to pound. They try to make some space, and I go, oh shit, you're hitting me really hard. You know what I mean? And that's a good way to get into that position. Absolutely. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. You hit me so hard. But also, that same thing does.
I like your little bait.
But what it doesn't work well on is a triangle. I can't triangle from there very well, right? But I can triangle pretty well from here.
Try the butterflies. The butterflies.
Or here.
Well, the butterfly, would, at least with Alan Gomez, I don't know if you remember when he was with
Yeah,
it.
of course.
Elbow to knee, and then what you want to do is meat hook, bicep, tricep. And then you can like swivel, even the fighter on top will be moving
this
you.
thing? Yeah, I know this deal. Absolutely.
That is
This is
fun
awesome.
right
This is
there.
awesome.
And that's where you can easily, he starts throwing punches, you can put the bicep in and throw that leg over.
As he throws it, boom. As he throws it, boom.
If he tries to do something, down. That was Alan Gomez's game.
Yep.
Game
And for
right
me,
there.
see, I'm not as quick in that. I've used that actually a lot. I remember learning that too. For me, that's why I get to the side. Because to me, I'm not as effective there. I don't know why, I'm just not. You know what I mean? But like, I can tie up stuff. I can keep you from hurting me here, but I feel like I get stuck. Just myself. So that's why I tend to be a little happier like this. I don't mind defending that completely with my hands. Just because I got a hip escape all the way, I can go all the way one way. I can go all the way to these attacks. Where I feel kind of like, this is me. You know what I mean? So, but yes, also excellent.
But I like it. It seems to work. I've been using it lately and it seems to work, but I still haven't get all the fundamentals, you know.
So here's some other fundamentals of how to get there. Whether you're going to use this one or use the one that I'm showing. From side control, right? Oh, I just barely reclaimed my guard, right? Notice that reclaiming of your guard alone really isn't all that far from the same exact thing, right? I'm in here. My feet going on, that's the same position. So don't be so frustrated if your knee only gets to here, right? It's okay. Also, that armbar is available from here. Right? So it's not the end of the world that that's there. I mean, it's not the best thing, but it's available, you know? And in general, you've got a wrestler smothering you. Look, all the pressure. Whew, he gets flat. So how am I going to get to a more active position? This is something we worked on today, right? Got to be able to move with a guy's weight on me. So, real easy stuff. Shrimp to scissor. Now watch. Wrestlers love this too because they just pressure the fuck out of your knees. Okay, so how am I going to deal with that? Put your weight on my knees, right? All of it. Doesn't matter. If I take my knee to my chest. There's my butterfly guard. This one still sucks, so don't be lazy. Turn on to that hip. Whoop, whoop. That's what I actually remember. I remember that from Alan Gomez. That's a lot how he got to that position. He would just do exactly that. He'd go, guys, weight's on me, no problem. Scissor, knees up. Roll, knees up.
One inside.
Yep. You're there, right? Same situation. If I want to make this an attack scenario.
And if by chance you hit him in the face with that knee.
Perfect.
Oops,
I do it all
Yeah,
the time and I
it's not
love
like
mine.
it's
And I'm not sorry.
intentional.
So, boom, I move. Boom,
As a
this
matter of
comes
fact,
up.
Matt Hume had a bunch of techniques off of those knees and shins.
Absolutely,
He
dude.
just grabbed
She can
that.
finish you right
Just
here with
grip-
this all the
yeah,
time.
yeah, all the time.
Absolutely.
Or just go like this. Bloop. Shouldn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you do a can opener from that position? Or is
Can
it too,
opener?
you know, where
Top
they
man?
grab the head?
Not to the top,
No.
no.